party there now at a point in Pono say majority. I mean, the time that we even had some more majority in parliament, and you know, there are a lot of things are banning to me and enforce it without more concern. It gave some people some level of hope say any na emfa ho say MPP na wa ban mu no the NDC could also use some machinery no to make sure say I mean omu nya ne ama the way say omo nsa e kana enti say timi du ba bi na say omu timi working from parliament na 11 near pass and 11 a bigger issue though sika na ntimi anso whatever that the nation was looking at saying ke betimi aso de omo de be ye no still na na ye tete and there are amount of money being put initially na say eno no nka sa ne ama na affecting today affecting and there's nobody to talk for the suffering Ghanaian. If the opposition thinks he's doing his best, but we are still suffering, and things are not getting better.
Well, I sympathize with the position you are coming from, but onim, sebiu amanyo semono, niyama bebre ne kum. Na me shasi and me sheda na me shasi say you have the power of the microphone. And you have the power of the media. You reach thousands of people. And I'm saying it's everybody's collective responsibility to express our disquiet about what is going on. But you see, your system now you almost see kwa say esan say more the power of the microphone to broadcast what the opposition is saying, what the opposition is doing. Are virtually in bed with the government. They are afraid of the government. So no matter how loud you speak,
it doesn't get it.
They don't carry it along. You would see it like you are expressing right now. Because, look, ye kasau, ye kon, masa yetimi ye press conference na because ye say, we mo ye government media for ya Boamah no suntine, ya Boamah no ba intine chese. And that is why I was making the point. Say everybody has a responsibility. The time that you had the MPP making a lot of noise, they didn't make the noise themselves. It was the media that carried the noise and exploded the noise. In fact, media for Nankasa and they criticize the government. But now, media cannot criticize government. And you see, the sad story is that Ohima, this is the worst form of media freedom that we have seen under any government in the Fourth Republic. You won't be saying that. Abai way, ima way, and now fire no pain one way ya. What's na one here? O minister be a frewa na say ya o boss be frewa. You understand? They will start holding your boss's money. They will start using some things to come and tighten him. O crown or tax. Oh yeah, you be close you down. You be say. To the extent that this government was able to close radio stations because they don't want dissenting views. So what you say? So the government itself, consciously is killing the voice. It's not because the people do not have the voice. Akwai say yeah bro near bro soon. And you see, that is very dangerous for democracy because you have no option. The only way you would have to respond is to come back with a big push. You understand? Countries that have lost their democracy, this is how they lose their democracy. How to collapse a state. 101. Very simple. Just prevent people from talking. Just be sure that the media is not functioning. Just be sure that you bribe those who can talk. Just be sure that you intimidate those who speak their free will, those who speak truth to power. Make sure that you suppress them. That's how you collapse a country. It's in oh yes, sir. What they are expressing it. We are expressing anger. Things are difficult. Look, I have led so many demonstrations in this country. You see, on daily basis. How did it go? You hear demonstration, the crap will be and discuss it. You understand? As if the people do not care about the battle. But at the end of the day, if the NDC mobilize all our supporters, 4 million, and we get onto the streets, then we do something. Then the government says that, okay, we are 30 million, we are 4 million, we are farm, radio phone farm, aso phone farm. Things are going bad in this country. Civil society, religious society are quiet. These were people who were so loud when we were in power. Very, very loud.
That is how come.
You understand?
The MPP is very good at opposition and as well in government.
No.
Because if they are very loud when they are in opposition and they were effective being in opposition, and as well today they are in power, and you think that with their influence today the media is not very active, then there's something wrong with the opposition. How come you cannot be like them? Because they were very effective when they were in opposition.
So you see, you must turn it the other way. Then there's everything wrong with the media. Because media is supposed to speak the truth. Media is supposed to say it as it is. Media is not supposed to be doing the bidding of government or even the opposition.
If it is an influence,
media is supposed to express the ideals, the feelings, and the concerns of the people.
What stops you from influencing the media as well? Because at the end of the day, it is influence.
And now, yes. Offer traffic.
Yes.
I'm sure that when some of them saw you, they asked you for something.
Hey.
Very good. Very good. You see, that is a reflection of the state. When I open one, what they call shop no more. When them say now we special shitobi.
Yeah, him how you shitobi.
Yeah, she demand no. Someone say me for low pa.
Yeah, that is so true. Amazing.
She demand no of your shito.
Okay.
So what you say?
Yeah.
Now here omo munya come be free. Then
almost all the
chomo.
I'm telling you.
Then you can have a feeling of what the society is. So when you have gone through all the feeling, the demands, the stress, buying fuel, utu car. First now the car no 300 near failure. See how the 900 never fail.
Exactly.
Unze minimum cars. You see. Oh, all the 900 never fail or car. It is from 300. Just within a matter of 6 months, 7 months, a shoot to call 900. The kind of economic pressure. Or salary is still the same. Now, who go through this, and you have the power of the microphone, and you say, "I'm looking at NDC to come and speak for me," you will never succeed. You see, when you listen to the reggae legend Bob Marley, you understand? Or say they came for they came for then you said, oh, what do you want count? You buy any politicians won't count. The oppressor was selecting one after the other. Also, media men count with the NDC for now when they get to you, one and a bejo.
Well,
so I was making the point from the beginning. Say it's a collective responsibility.
That is understandable.
You have a role to play. I have a role to play. Look, I don't sleep, not because I am doing only party management, but because I'm thinking of how to help do something to change the system, to how to win political power, how to transform the economy, how to get somebody do well, how to get the health system working, how to get the educational system working, how to get our finances on their feet. There are only few politicians. Any true politician.
So you're referencing KKD. Said or can say communication team not FLE JDM before the 2016 election and then also the recent one I call not just say regardless say you know your role to play, and well some people are doing what they have to do and you think you're also doing your best. And TKK the reference no na na so say or feel say you can do better. No, how do you react to that?
KKD also had a role to play, but he didn't speak up. 2020, when we were going for the elections, they knew that this government was a bomb. It was a total failure. Did he speak? He didn't. You see, everybody has a, and that's the point I'm emphasizing. It is good, better late than never. Now he's speaking. But what are the others doing? You see, you have a government, say you, I say, almost running it, say, almost running private enterprise. Or a finance minister, a company, Otimigu other private banks. Na loan. Abaina eso obeji loan nkwa. Na finance minister company and or ye transaction advisor e mom di kwaji loan. You just say obeji loan eje. Wo mo ba ha mu na ye de ka 122 billion. Now our total debt is almost 400 billion. Che ya boka recklessly we are not managing anything. Are running the economy down. Ama sisi ano oyima ye kwose ekobo besia krobi am person de be maye. Obi abeso de be mayo. Hwe Ghana tete afansama mo ima ya drum pempenso ya kobo besia 750 million. enye granto enya achedi o yakobo besia 750 million ama ye to ho party etwe ho momumi hey sikanabo to stabilize our dollar 750 million meanwhile meanwhile COVID-19 ba ye nkwa oman ye be che ye $6 billion Tio, $6 billion free enye besi o
ohima we ye
COVID-19 then aban ye sabio emu fita na omo ye ni nkosua ba kototototo so no omo de mani pa he $6 billion is gone down the drain ye nim be be scanify ubusa finance minister so on be account here was on account besine they have not been able to account for the COVID-19 fund 6 billion o de ko Ghana scam on ma here the current rate is 60 billion Ghana cedi 60 billion Ghana cedi. Where did the money go? The money has gone into private pockets. So you have a government that they enrich themselves at the expense of the people. And the people are saying that you people should go and talk for us. The people are saying that they will not say, they don't feel it. It is not, we are not hungry enough. We are not angry enough. You understand? So opposition can do its bit. And I am the last person to say that we don't have a responsibility. Because nobody will come and lead the liberation of our people unless we lead the liberation of our people. Look, omo twa dwadwo nyina ma nkofo no mo ba ka ho no. Omo frɛ wo ene mama yesi o kroma yesi ne ne ma ne nyina no. Say dwadwo no mo twa ne nyina ye me Peter Boamah Otokunor. Me NDC Deputy General Secretary. Eye masudie. Eye masade se magi omo free sa ya no. But me nko a enye ye. So ma mbɔ machi dɔma enye ye eti wo a wo twa adwadwo wo a wo bre wo a wo hwere wo busuafo yare dɔm kumomo ɔkɔ awo so wa hwere wo yere because hospital ni hɔ no mo hospital na yesi no ye empake ka akufo ado beto agum 7 years ni ontimi ntongu mu eti no mbi hospital no lorry kwan no na ye no contractor obepɛ kakra ma ni nti ontua contractor no ama naja kwan na to ama kwan na tete apansam ama manfo nya accident ma manfo wu na say woti ho no mo na wo mbɛbɔ yachi dom ema yentimi ntu aban na ene you can't complain. Oh, you live in your misery and die in your misery. So you see maka baby oyema 2024 about when die anim no sabio enye abato mukwaya ni mukwaba ye kwa akosesa government keke. It's a liberation battle for this country. Hwe President Akufo-Addo maya konkwaso mu. Enkwaso mu a colonial masters Queen Elizabeth modi ye fa mu na nya bi ni o. Enye bi ni o. Look, the people of this country are suffering. Or you might imagine will be on the salary 1,500 Ghana. What is single room no enye self-contained. Near Omatu Atonko in mu ho na ya sorry I match na I am ka abekosa atonko ni bi. Edware no ne okodware na o de ontoma asegate na no. Say ntoma ne pegu pe no trouble don't happen. Bibia da bonte. Enu bi o wo tua 300 Ghana cedi per month. Omateni you. Wa light na wo tua no esan say compound house ntino obi ani ni meter. Meter ba ko na mu chetua. Esan say wo mu chetua ni ntino omo bill beba no ye mo a enye lifeline users o. Wo mo a industrial level because omo doso. Nti omo consumption na do industrial level nti omo rate ni industrial level rate. It's industrial level rate no omo rent beba no no kwa ne light a wo tua no emfa ne say bia 200 Ghana na 300 Ghana on use hwe wo kabo ma ya he sisi a gas a ne ye filling 70 Ghana sisi a gas no 280 Ghana cedis eti gas no be filling 1 month faka ne rent na wo tua no ho na na fa ne so ka ho water bill so na sisi a yepeja mu almost 24%. So what you say? Eti no obeti water bill, obeti rent, obeti light bill, obeto gas, obehwe ne ma school fees wo bedidi, obefa car kwa adwuma. How is that person surviving? So in this country, we are living a lie and we are deceiving ourselves. We are ni nyina wie no 1,500 ne kra o je no ema wo ye di kogu ni phone so ojigu ni fo so ayate ni levy etisika na ya tetiama that person cannot survive. It will pay now oje no 1 week pepe na pay nasa. How you survive for the next 3 weeks only God knows. Only God knows. Sisi a lorry fare ni atiso yi. Ya to lorry fare so.
Gaza say atiso.
Ya to so. Hey, na omamu ha andaku vo ade yetimeti ade so mane yi. You understand? Over 30% ya to lorry fare so. Petrol ni de bobo. Emre bi atwam mo fa gallon say oh ayi petrol ni boarding ye ba so ye ba to so hwi that time no na petrol 1 gallon ye 14 cedis and then 1 liter ye 14 cedi 50 pesos 1 liter akotoa baako akotoa sa na ye frɛ no beer bottle no green one no baako 14 cedis 50 pesos it no ye 1 gallon now calculate ya wan hwe ya na be 75 cedis and it's not ending. It's just going. You don't know when it's going to end. So you see, things are getting difficult and tighter. And the worst thing is that you are not seeing the government with any vision, with any solution, workable solution to fix this. The only workable solution are buying one is here. Oyema ya bobisia masisia baby bedru bia omudwane. They don't want to see our face. So look at the city. Look, we are in a country where all local industries have been collapsed. Only foreign industries thrive in Ghana. Can you imagine? Banking sector, Akufo-Addo Dubai, wabe local banks ni nyina. Sisi a foreign banks spend the edge ma. Almost omo di usika economy ya omunya profita. Now reserves no masisa no mo de ko. Ogodo no osika unya orum nyina ni royalties ni o taxes ni nyina. It is worth less than 15% of whatever the value of the gold is. Oh, no, the same Kojobo ate. Eti no na dwapade anyankopon de ama nyina wo de ache. Na timamufo koye galamsey a. Wa be da do mo se obe legalize galamsey. Afi no watu ani aso mo so. Na so ma abrofo kwan. No mo ye galamsey no mo diskane ko. Na timamufo de komo de yen. Ye de anopo ye ndidi. Ye titi so odwanti. You understand? And I have made this case say, look, I don't understand why this government is fighting galamsey, destroying excavators and killing people, shooting people, yet they allow a party for to engage in the galamsey with some foreigners and smuggle gold in the Kwabontin. Your currency is suffering. What you need to do to prevent the smuggling is very simple. Masa, Nyankopon agudie wodi chair yebetoye. Agudie no afa anche se nka fom enti na ye agudie wo ye den a gold no betu eti wo hwe Ghana mrema ye gold no e ya aban dia e na asase ne yetimamfo dia enti wasase do fie ho no mo se unya gold wa anya odi abi me ya aban dia enti na obi tu gold pe no ye se o ye illegal mine wan kwaje license enti abai send na be solve sa problem.
Over the week me so much papa bi sa o tutu gold e won fi.
In fact the Lubo community bi o motu amandan ne sensen ho. Na ni party. O mu ko mo dem o mo furu akede no. O mo ru o mo dem. You understand? So you see the point I'm trying to make and say gold ni wa asase ni mu timamufo komodiomo. You have to build your economy. You can even build your economy based on this. Your currency is struggling. One key ways of solving your currency problem is gold. So what you do is that omo ye galamsey no monto sa from obi o ye galamsey bia ombra no beji free license. Oyima temi yo ombra ni register no ni ehu se wo tu gold wa ha wo tu gold wa ha regulatory fees for how betua. Otua regulatory fees now. Imagine all this number of galamseyers. Omo buru be say 1 million. You see a galamsey no upper east, upper west nyina galamsey wo. So if they are even 1 million, now job more regulatory fee because the jobs that they are doing it brings a lot of money. Job more regulatory fee 10,000. What is the regulatory fee going to do? You have a lot of unemployed youth. Nkrofo yo mo wie school ya omunya hwe nyei. You hide them as field officers for the Minerals Commission. They should just follow them and make sure that they are following the law. Why do we prevent them from doing the galamsey? Because sometimes when we use chemicals, it's inimical to the environment. When we plant trees. So that is what the regulation is going to do. Then you charge the person. Eba ne sa gold na o tu ni nyina o se aban se me to gold. O de gold ni ba me ma o sei. Eti nipa no smuggle gold ni nkoko di bu ana se Togo. E ma ye mfa no ne emfa sika ni nyina anko. Eti nipa ne de be bra aban no. The government can build a gold reserve. That gold reserve will build a buffer for our finances. Eti no sika de crash aban ne yen di gold ni kwa. Sika e benya bi ha no stays in our reserve.
Right.
Nobody steals the gold away.
Also, what's the ensembinum studio? I say probably that could have been a better approach. Said about Ghana, Yanka say bit me benefit from near me to say I what than say foreigner. Ebenyano de Bekuni Chrome, especially say to any shay Tikano said the wire mobile as ya fan. But knowing very well, say opposition no as soon DA and say Monesemo hold the government not accountable. Wanyama bebremu in terms of corruption, nepotism, abuse of power, justice issues near the Adinina. And then I remember when I interviewed His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a week to the recent election, he references say even the manifesto or the Babontin, the current president, Nana Akufo-Addo, campus obey a mudo one auntie, or who say in a way no, and then poor the Abba no papa say obey. Now here lie the case, say we are having many issues, and still no money say mo Putin in check. Now, meaning say a brand no shut down no some from my end, but if we have time, and you know there are many things across the educational sector with regards to the free SHS, no, and then Yama across to the and Crano a fahode control bia enim. Any honke can I mean security issues, health sector and issues I facing recent watch a quite fast because not bad the crown who day next will be no sorry feeling pum and send up a panel baby poor dilate and a rest or buy another new form and the baby a pie. You know, I'm a middle conobe come age and I yet say environment issue a galamsia one gas reference march on it, no corruption issue, na say Kobase be and said I mean yet say I mean, there's this whether it is an allegation or not, no, they think that judiciary, they don't have the liberty, the freedom not to operate. It's regarding whatever the issue is, no, the TBN favor are buying, you know, the Ghana card issue, I difficult say. And ordinary Ghanaian no benyan very easily. Nanka even same registration no. Nanka very easy to access the card. Nanka probably no. Nka may bigger issues. Side through baby ne enya emu stubborn academy na. You know these among other things. They increasing fuel, transport. You know in pure water. Crane say 50 pesos. Among other things. Still, now, do you think that we should continue to hope that the opposition can do anything better because Nana is still here and we have a few more years before we even go for elections?
You see, unya the whole day, I'll be to me boss on end. And you see, it is very sad that we have come to this point, especially based on promises are my way a year. It is worse than you have mentioned. But you see, said the Americano, or yet they are kakrabe count, or be crude in no, kakrabe count, say, inquire that Thanos have been no. So I say, and now Kuala was your money, my men, no, so bent to a panetoda. Now, o share a economy, na ye can was a ma a bimwenti, na ye case president Akufo-Addo. He is not cut for, in fact, he doesn't know what he is coming to do. And you see the signs were there. 2016, the signs were there, but nobody was ready to listen. And it appears said they now cano. Damreno, Timemfo Nankasa who say they have a role to play. So they were talking. Now, I said they don't realize that they have a role to play. And Yamamino said they don't realize that they have a role to play. And we have to wake them up. And now I say they are complicit and you won't woman to me and family kasa. But whichever way that you look at it, Ohima, your position, what we can do is to just use our voices, our efforts, and to put strategies in place to change this government. That's all we can do. But whilst we use our voices, our efforts, and maybe the small power you have given to us in parliament, which we have shown that we can effectively use that power. The other most important thing that must be done is that omo akakra ka omo no so no eso omo kasa. Wan kasa otinwa ye yiwa ibone o de hwensem abobo so yi. Wache. We shouldn't have lost Wache. And look, Wache de na Wache wa ha. There are several thousands of people that you do not know them in the villages. They are just dying needlessly. Some are dying because they don't even have paracetamol.
This is
Paracetamol.
Angel 102.9.
You understand? People are losing their family members. People are losing their jobs because of small things that the government is supposed to do. So what are we doing? So me my family there. Me party for ye the demonstration. Ye we betwe, we betwe. Electoral Commission. Omu nyamra asem ne awurukasem a wo mu die no ko wie mu 2020. Everybody feels like no. Electoral Commission asem. But kromani opese kromo bono kroni bo tibubi.
Yeah.
Eti no ye quiet na ade na ekoso na wan kasa oti wan ye yiwa yibone.
Well. Now,
so what you say? It's why you bear your family there. Look, I don't sleep. I'm always away. I leave my family almost always away,
so
trying to do
that
something.
That is all the assurance
so
you can give us.
I am doing something.
Okay.
On daily basis.
On your part.
Many me party for on daily basis. Forget about the fact that we want political power, but we are doing something to change the situation on daily basis.
Okay.
What are you doing as a citizen?
It's a question.
What are you doing as a journalist? What are you doing as a driver? What are you doing as a nurse? What are you doing as a doctor? What are you doing as a mason? What are you doing as a carpenter? What is everybody doing today to help save the situation?
What am I mending the wood team? Okay, we'll answer it in our head. Right. Okay, so yeah, Brenos, we have about 10 minutes to close. Now we have to look at the NDC and the next leadership. I know, say, what Dr. Peter Boamah call for the CEO position of the party. If that's correct, though. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, correct.
I hear say if you could tell me of his free and cramuni now, it was to be. Now, okay, it's a saying.
Oh, it be more so plan is beba.
Okay, so there are more to come.
The dinner Abu Bono and Yamin was but I'm
Okay.
the next general secretary of the NDC.
Okay.
And there's a very good reason why I'm the next general secretary
Tell
of
us.
the NDC. I will tell you that reason. The reason is that you see, said the American 2024 about one said you are nearby Abrewajo. Mobi and who's are being now be kind of shikeke. There be ye. I think you be your credit jaso. Because said the American near why you ran or send you a home semi and quasi asemano. A buying way where they are sitting, they don't see that they have failed the people. They don't see that they have angered the people. Look, they would want to do everything to win political power.
Adam Babon, yes, Mampam. American even a send my say.
So now him. Emra ye 2020 about one and almost started so almost found for the next election. You see what the Electoral Commission is doing today. The MPP have realized, say, 2024 about one and Mbunu Nebe decided the fate of this country. And Mbunu Nebe decided their fate. So what they have done strategically is to exclude the young people from voting. Anybody who has 10, 15 years from 2020, 2024, Betuaba, will be already 15 years, and I say 16 years, or Betuaba. Now, woman who say, San Crofono Barbe register. Now, Crofono Mobile register no more, I feel no money, fear who are mine. All the youth, I feel no more, and they are seeing the pain their parents are going through. They are seeing the pain their colleagues are going through. They are seeing the difficulty, the hopelessness. Who you school? Who need hope? Who need baby out of and it does who need baby. What's your idea? I feel baby. What a you may what a opportunity be and you cannot start a business. Oko bank cry a loan. So the youth are dejected. They don't have hope. Now their only hope is to change for a new government. Government Womogen says our government the Bible solve one problem, and this is how Akufo-Addo is trying to deal with them. He has decided say limited registration now almost about 6 million young people who are turning between 18 years from now to 2024 are going to vote. They want to exclude them from the voting exercise. You know, say in Ghana, Obia already 15 years, 14 years, 16 years. Usually they don't really need national ID for anything. Because on one uncle tough SIM card, uncle interest in different things, not Ghana card. So they don't take it serious. So registration now and OSHA statistics every NIA, the young people are the least that have registered. Because there's no motivation. Any bank cards. And you see, majority of those that have not registered for Ghana card out of the population that qualify, which is about 6 million, are these young people. Now, Electoral Commission is coming to tell us, say, so be a registered voter, unkra Ghana card na, untimi register. So what the government is doing is say, they are planning to disenfranchise almost about 5 million young people who would be potential voters, who would want to punish this government
and
for
is
the
there
deception.
any intervention?
And yes, there is a serious intervention. But that is why the law didn't pass. The subsidiary committee of parliament rejected the first, and so far no parliament in resume, so they have not sent it back. So it is not law. The process has not started. And you say your members of parliament, Kete out here. Kete pa. So no matter what they will do to stop this law, they must stop this law. But that is the first part of it. No, they will not grease anybody. And they cannot grease anybody. And our people, their conscience is not for sale. You see, and I make an about one day a liberation battle. It's a liberation battle. And anybody who underestimates what this battle is, that person is a joker. So back to the point. 2024 about one in your bayera abrewajo. And this nibia nim say your bayera abrewajo. And this nibia de community and nibra na ekwa abato we mu. Ghana nibia de community and nibra na ekọ. It is amre ni mpempenso edu so we need certain kind of leader. Every circumstance, every situation determines the kind of leader that emerges. The kind of situation that we have determines and predicts and requires Peter Boamah Otokunor's leadership. Leadership of courage, leadership of knowledge, leadership of experience. Ye probia sebiu or ye fierce leader. Sebiu emra wo to anamono wo to no very strategically because he's applying a lot of things in play. Obia sebiu or ye selfless. Obia na ho keka ne na ho fama ewo soro. Obia sebiu wono so no obegina wo se ye party ni pani a obi betimi ahwe ne so aka se papa we intino meto abama, a man of integrity, a man of courage, a man of conscience. And so sa contest ya ye komuno enye NDC contest kekewu a Ghana contest. Okay. The young people are looking at somebody they share their story with. As I sit here, my story of growth and even political leadership is an inspiration to a lot of young people. You understand? I know their story, I know their pain, I know their difficulty. They are looking up to me because they share what I carry. Okay. You understand? And they are going to determine the 2024 elections.
And how assured are you, sir, that people see these qualities in you?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm exceeding. In fact, okay. And they have expressed that confidence.
But Dunketia is not coming.
Debbie.
It's not coming this time.
Yes, we're running Pabuana Sheme.
Okay.
And Pabuana so dear. But me the cushions be share ho na ma share amana ye na say me hwe so na e be ha adwa na me amakopam me de na ma share.
Oh yeah.
Aha. So the fortunes are bright for the NDC.
And momo de na ye the crown in December, right?
Yes, and
the starting from the constituency level.
Yes, you see and then ye be nomination for constituency.
Okay.
Ye be to about 22nd October. Okay. Na ye be region there na I think about next 3 weeks. Almost so be to about no 3rd or 6th November. Now, 17th December. Okay. But most importantly, you see,
His Excellency JM is coming again.
Inshallah.
He's coming.
Wamudi Gari Boamah.
Okay.
Wamudi Gari Boamah.
But there are other people contesting him.
Oh, for now I don't know, but Ebiba may sure say party for no money near.
Okay.
Akuko ba tai onim ne ye man ma. So what you say? But oyema nyetia NDC for aye crowd say they want an Otokunor leadership. And they say Sebio mpreduasa. Akuko obi oni ne di abebesere. And I Sebio ni oputo ma ne fe no onchiri se ode bebom. And na ni oye we hu ade no pepa ne sakwa. And na obi nso enhuhu ema obi nkeka. And na Sebio etetuamu na se ye nyina hwe general mosquito dwuma wa be ya ma NDC for almost 17 years na general etu afri na namomu na yepobi amanasi ananaya yepobi a Sebio wasua afri ne nase yepobi a wa be no ho ewo ne nase se de ebe ya se ye nya general mosquito biem kra ye benya general mosquito obi a wasua or general mosquito plus enipa nankasa edia or de beka ho And that is what makes me stand tall among all my colleagues. Wamunyina no be any one ma what take contemporary politics as ye say me. Will be any who are our a party jumadie no nim de say me. Will be any one ma say a bad party in sheshe mu ana say about 1 cent some no ho wonim say me. So as it stands now, by all spheres, when it comes to intellectual ability blending with political experience and grassroots appeal, what the Oshia party for no man on Bekachiro, I have an interpersonal relationship that beats the imagination of many people, and I think that that works in my favor in so many ways. And if I'm able to do a good job with the elections and keep a good relationship with my people, meaning consolidating the votes from the party and having an image and integrity that attracts those of you even in the entertainment industry and those in the academia, the NDC stands a better chance of being an attractive party that will win elections in 2024.
102.9.
Okay, yo, Dr. Peter Boamah Otokunor, Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, and I also a for the main General Secretary of the NDC. Our elections, because of December. And no, and I know every train coming patch. You have just a minute if you have one thing to say.
Oh well, the only thing I will say is Sabio Yenina wa asudie edayeso. NDC for na wo asudie ne kase because wohwe omamu hanoma enya ade a ebia LPG ana se PNC ana se CPP betimi abeje yen se tumi political leadership and the best of Ghana's problem. The option available is the NDC. So what it means is that obi a wo twa adwadwo obi a obre obi a wo pese ye gi oman yi free nkwasom ne yedie abenedie ne yaudi amanfo komu sa nipa no so twa adwadwo ana se ohwe obi ani mo hwe yen enti yen NDC for ese yetimi sori ne ye kan ye ho bom ye ya akomakro ye ya adwenkro ne ye de adwumaden eka ho ne ye wi a ye fa mpa bon ta akire se de be ya nyankopon be hu ye mobo na 2024 yetimi abeji oman yi afri sankwaso mu na ye de oman na si yedie ne nkoso kwan so se de be ya ahoto ebeba woman no mu na amanfo so atimi adiyi medase
Yensu ya da se pa se oba. Ebusua ehana nkomotwetwe